Good morning, Taconic, and welcome back to Taconic TV. I'm your host, Matt Garrity, and let's get right into today's show. Today is Friday, April 8th, and it's a half day. Just as always, we have a great show lined up for y'all today. First, we have Jack and Anthony with the main news. Then we hand it off to Owen with some video game facts. Then we hand it off to me in the auditorium to interview our new theater teacher. And then, before we end off the show, we hand it off to Mr. Wojcik with the weather. But before we get into all that, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks, guys. This week was the first week of the fourth and final quarter of this year, so we are now in the home stretch.
Next week is also the last week of school before April vacation, which starts on the 15th.
Well, now it's time for this week's sports.
Welcome to Taconic Sports. I'm Destin. Let's go right into the news. High school baseball started on Monday, and Taconic won against Winnichog with a score of 15-2. Games are just starting this week, so we wish the best of luck to all teams. Kansas pulled off the biggest comeback in men's national championship game history to beat North Carolina with a score of 72-69 and win the 2022 NCAA tournament. Here are some of the highlights of the game.
That's Manic trying to tap it. What a save. Right to Baycott, to Black, and Carolina with his biggest moment so far.
A hustle play. Big Coleman coming in to Coleman Lands, excuse me. Nice play on the...
Oh, there you go. Rattle the rim with that one.
Nice little play. Dive by the big fella. Nice patience on the lob. A little bit of a weave, maybe a ball screen later. Tough shot by Brown.
Now taps it up, though.
Well, they need him going, no question about it.
He's going now. After only 2 points in the first half. Love.
Wow, I don't know about that one.
Up ahead, Wilson charging toward Manic, who stood his ground, and they're going to call it on Manic, and the basket counts.
They sure
Do
are.
it again here, Grant.
Everything fine?
McCormick ends up with the ball. Kansas running up the floor.
Got to go to Brown, maybe.
Harris. Whoa, the glass, his first hoop of the game. They last led with 9 minutes to go in the first half at 18-16. Gives it to him with the three.
Woo!
The second wave is coming.
Absolutely. He's good at that end.
Danny Manning
Nice
said,
steal.
let's go, and Harris steals it. Gives it up. Wilson up and in.
What a great play. Body searching. Harris exploit.
High-low action right now.
Yeah, that's
Wilson.
their game right there.
McCormick, you got to go up. Manic trying to keep him away, and he hits another one. 2 straight down the floor.
Of a second.
And here we go. Manic circling around. He slipped underneath. They go to Love. Love's going to be the one to take it. Puts up the shot. It's off. The game is over. And Kansas completes the biggest championship comeback all time.
Thanks, Destin. This week, Maverick also went down to Advanced Manufacturing to take a look at their program. On to you, Maverick.
Thanks, guys. Here with me is Kai, and he's going to answer some questions for us today. So, Kai, how's your day going?
I'm doing really good.
Sounds good. So, Kai, what are some of the things you do in advanced manufacturing?
Well, there are many things that we do. We do laser engraving, 3D modeling, machining of metal parts. There's a lot of things that we can do in the shop.
Sounds very interesting. So, Kai, would you recommend this program to other students in CTE?
Absolutely. It's a great shop if you want to learn industrial settings, if you want to work in like an industrial factory outside of school. It's a really good recommendation.
Wow. Well, that's advanced manufacturing. Now, back to the studio.
Thanks, Maverick. This week, Owen Bonnie made us another segment telling us more about video games. Let's check it out.
What is going on, everybody? This is Owen here, and welcome back to another Video Game Facts. One of my favorite video games of all time is the puzzle-solving game Portal. And one of the most well-known things about the game would be its iconic line, "The cake is a lie." This is a line that is seen throughout the game that tells us that the AI voice that we are hearing is actually lying to us. But what many people don't know is that the developers of this game didn't actually expect this line to take off the way it did, and actually expected another thing in the game to be the sort of go-to meme. You see, during a cutscene after defeating the final boss, a hoop falls from the sky. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That right there is Hoopy the Hoop. It's a hoop that falls from the sky, and I guess the developers thought, I don't know, this was funny or something, and this would become a huge craze. I have no idea. Obviously, this didn't take off, and the cake is a lie became the go-to meme. That being said, Hoopy the Hoop can actually be found in several locations in the game's sequel, Portal 2. Good to know that he wasn't forgotten forever. Anyways, that's going to be it for Video Game Facts. Now, let's hand it back to the studio.
Thanks, Owen. Congratulations to Cam Benjavega for winning Mr. Taconic. That is quite the achievement.
Congrats. Now let's go to an interview with Taconic's new theater teacher.
Hey, what is up, Taconic? I'm currently in the auditorium with Sarah Katzoff, who is our new theater teacher, and I had the honor to interview her for today's episode. So, Sarah, what made you want to come to Taconic?
Well, hi, Matt. One of the reasons I'm so excited about being here at Taconic is because the students here are absolutely phenomenal, and there is so much potential to build a really exciting drama program here that is interdisciplinary, and it sort of connects to so many different parts of our school community. And we have this incredible space that I'm really looking forward to filling with student work, student performances, and more opportunities for everyone.
That is amazing. And what is your plans for the Taconic Theater?
Yeah, well, one of the things that I'm most excited about and why I'm a theater artist myself is because I feel like theater is a space where all different kinds of people with different identities, different stories, and different voices can really have their work represented on stage. And so one of the things that I would love to introduce is this idea that we're doing all kinds of different plays and lots of different kinds of opportunities that we can offer to our students. So in the fall, we have the incredible Fall Festival, which is Shakespeare and Company coming in. In the spring this year, I'm directing a new play called Riot. And then in the future, my hope is that our drama classes can also be spaces where we're developing new work and we're experimenting with lots of different theater styles and approaches that give, again, opportunities for lots of different students to see themselves represented.
That is incredible. That is actually really amazing, and I can't wait to see what you have in store for Taconic Theater. And my last question for today would be, what is your favorite thing so far about Taconic and about Taconic Theater that you have experienced so far?
Well, my favorite thing is definitely all of you, all the incredible students that I get to work with every day and collaborate with, and who I'm really thinking of as partners in building this program, how we're imagining it and envisioning it. And obviously I have ideas, and the students that are here, part of this community, have ideas too for projects they might want to work on. So just having this time to really get to know people in this, my first semester here, and really kind of learn what people's interests are, what they sort of feel called to do, both on stage and backstage, has been my absolute favorite part of being here.
That's amazing. That's incredible. Thank you so much, Sarah, for letting me interview you today. It was an amazing experience. And actually, I'm going to bring it to some Taconic Theater students who I got to interview earlier on in the day for them to tell you what their experience is in Taconic Theater. So I have Tristan here with me, who's going to talk about his experience in Taconic Theater. So Tristan, how is it like to take a theater class here at Taconic?
Well, this is my first year, and originally I took this because this is the only class I could take, but now I really like the fact that I took this class because it's really helped me come out of my shell, and I'm really getting to, do rants and do improv, which is what I really like.
That's incredible. And do you want to continue theater maybe like in the future as like a hobby or even like a career at some point?
Possibly, yeah, possibly. Definitely.
Nice. So thank you for letting me come out here and interview you. It's really appreciated. Up next, I get to interview another senior who is a part of the Taconic Theater. I'm currently in the Taconic Auditorium light booth with Cordelia here, who is a senior, and she's going to tell us more about her experience of being in Taconic Theater. So Cordelia, what is it like to be in Taconic Theater?
It is probably one of the best things you could ever do. It's my favorite thing in the entire world. Fall festival that we do during September to the end of November is my favorite thing in the entire world. If I didn't join it, I probably wouldn't be nearly the same person that I am. And like the musical that I did my freshman year and the one we could have done, Wizard of Oz, R.I.P., that we could have done our sophomore year, would have been amazing as well, and I cannot wait to be stage management for Riot, our upcoming show, Riot.
That is amazing, Cordelia. I noticed that we have a lot of technical equipment right here. You want to tell us more about what these are exactly?
Yes, so this is the lights board and our two monitors to look over all of our cues, and all of these magical buttons basically bring up each individual light that are hooked up in the theater across from us. And we can set up cues, like mix match the lights. We can change the border colors of the thing called the proscenium, which is the edge of the stage whenever you come into the theater. It's probably the coolest part about being in theater, is being able to make a scene just by lights.
That is so cool. Some of the most important things about, a performance is the light itself, and the fact that you're able to change all these lights and know exactly what these settings do is amazing. And my last question is, what was your favorite part of being in Taconic Theater? Like, what's your favorite memory or favorite thing about the whole program?
Not to be sappy or anything, but everyone who joins theater is probably some of the most open, amazing people I've ever met. They're all so kind and hilarious, and just all of them create this big, huge community that are overall just amazing people to be with, and I am glad to call almost all of them my friends.
That is so amazing, and being a part of Taconic Theater as well, I completely agree with Cordelia here. Taconic Theater probably has some of the most amazing people you're ever going to meet in this whole school, and it's honestly just a big family. And so thank you so much, Cordelia, for letting me interview you for this segment. And that will wrap up today's segment on theater. I just want to tell everyone that I've been a part of theater for about 3-ish years now, and it's probably one of the best experiences I ever had in high school. I am so happy that I decided to join theater in freshman year. You get to meet so many amazing people who will become your friends for the rest of your life, and you let your creativity flow out of you. I would be a completely different person if I didn't join Taconic Theater, and it's definitely something I look forward to every single day. So thank you so much for watching this segment. Now let's bring it back to the studio.
Anybody hungry? Well, here's next week's Lunches with Alex.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Lunches. We'll be saying everything for food for the next week. On Monday, we'll have chicken tenders with a choice of dipping sauce, a school-baked roll, and roasted carrot fries. On Tuesday, we'll have cheese ravioli with meat sauce and Texas toast. For sides, we'll have Italian green beans and roasted chickpeas. On Wednesday, we'll have a deli melt with ham, pepperoni, and cheddar cheese, with a side of baked potato wedges. On Thursday, we'll have mozzarella sticks with marinara dipping sauce, and as a side, we will have seasoned broccoli florets and garlic noodles. On Friday, we'll have no school, so, just don't go. And that's it for the Lunches. Hope you guys have a nice weekend, and get excited for next week's April break.
Thanks, Alex. Now we have some announcements for all the seniors out there.
Hey guys, it's Kaylana.
And Andrew here.
And this week we have a very important announcement, so
seniors, listen up.
Seniors last day, aka Aloha Day, is May 27th.
Prom is May 31st.
Awards night is June 1st.
Senior trip to Lake George is on June 3rd.
And finally, what we've all been waiting for, graduation, June 5th at 11 a.m.
P.S. See Miss Cindy in guidance for scholarships.
Thanks, guys. Ready for next week's weather? Well, here it is with Mr. Wojcik.
I'm only happy when it rains.
Thanks, guys, and welcome to Wojcik's weather. Let's get right into it this week. I know it's been a soggy end of the week for us. Still will be showers on and off today with these low fronts having to move through. Also tomorrow, Saturday, same type of thing. Could go into Sunday a little bit. It's not going to be a total washout. We're probably looking at 60% tomorrow, 30% for Sunday. But the good news is, way out here in the west, see all these high pressures, high, happy. That's going to be all coming our way for next week, and it's actually going to see the temps go up into the 60s with a lot of sun coming in for next week. So some of our local temps this morning, not bad. 47 Pittsfield, 48 North Adams, 45 up in Schenectady. Everybody's right around in the mid-40s. And nationally, same thing. You know, most of the middle part of the country's 40s and 50s. Some cooler temps out in the Rockies. You know, obviously you get down south, down into Florida, where they've had some pretty bad storms this past week. Georgia, Mississippi, down through there, Florida, Orlando 76, Miami 79, but pretty seasonable for this time of year. And like I said, looking ahead now, we'll finish up with some showers today. 60 degrees Saturday, 60% chance of showers. 56 will be the high. Temps will be down a little bit because of the rain. There's still a 30% chance of showers on Sunday, 53. But you can see with those high pressure moving in next week, we're going to be into that warm up. We're looking at even possibly crossing 70, depending on how much sun we get Wednesday. We could be into the 70s on Wednesday, so it's going to be looking great for next week. And I also wanted to start a new segment this week. Steve Caparizzo has been doing this for years with Pet Connection on Channel 10. I thought we'd start our own Pet Connection with maybe some of our local animals, so I started one this week. So I'm going to talk about this guy here. All right, this is Fang. He's a 3-year-old Northern Arctic wolf mix. All right, he's a rescue from Saskatchewan. Sadly, he ate his last owner. He eats about 20 pounds of meat per day. Let's see what else here we have. Probably not a good fit for a home with elderly or little kids. He tends to eat them. And same with small pets. If you live near woods and stuff, he could run down and, you know, drag back the occasional deer or something like that. Just playing around though. And he could keep you up, you know, nights during a full moon. But here's the thing, okay? If you can win a couple of those tough battles with Fang once you get him into the house and basically show him who's the alpha in the house, he'll be loyal to you for the rest of your life. He can hunt and fish for you if you've got property or woods nearby, and you'll never, ever probably, you know, ever have the chance of being robbed, your house being robbed with Fang around. All right, so if you're interested in Fang, let's get him adopted. You can give the Berkshire Humane Society a call, 413-555-1212. All right, and that's our Pet Connection for this week. You guys have a great weekend. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Mr. Wojcik. Attention all seniors. Make sure to check in with Ms. Stevens in room A216 about your senior photos. That wraps up today's show. Remember to take responsibility, have respect, and strive for excellence. Have a great one, Taconic.